do you worry about productivity and the fact that in the US, but also in the UK, productivity is not where it should be in this point in the cycle?
Yes, I think it is probably, Francine, the most important question that we have in all the advanced economy. We had a jump of productivity, fortunately, from 95 to 2005. And then we saw the productivity even before the crisis going down. And now we are still at a level of productivity growth which is insufficient. And of course, explain very well why we are growing, I have to say, a little bit miserably, on both sides of the Atlantic. It's not what we would hope for. And there is a conundrum there, because we know that science and technology is making enormous progress. So it will have consequences on total factor productivity. And that would be good consequences, but we don't see it yet. It reminds me, I'm an old boy, it reminds me the Solo paradox. We had a lot of investment in big computer frame, and we didn't see the productivity progress. But it came after a long period of time of maturing. I guess that we are more or less in the same situation.
All right, Mr. Trichet, good morning from New York. Help me here with the future of one Europe. When I look at the calls for a stronger Deutsche Mark, a weaker Italian lira, a weaker this, a weaker that, defend for me the concept of a euro right now. Why does Germany and why does Greece need a euro?
Well, you might remember that the same question was asked at the very moment of the dramatic crisis we had at the beginning of the 2010, and everybody was expecting both countries, as you just said, to leave and to quit because one was supposed to prefer its national currency, the previous national currency, and the other one would reject the adjustment and the austerity. But the result was exactly the contrary. As you remember, Germany decided, of course, to help Greece, and Greece decided to stay and obliged its own government to stay. The last figure I have is that 81% of the Germans are on board with the euro, and that a very large majority also of the Greek are on board with the euro. So you have an underlying support for the euro, which has proved in the crisis much stronger than was expected. And only to remind you, we were 15 at the moment of Lehman Brothers collapse. We are 19 today, so 4 new countries got in. So we should not underestimate the underlying strength of the European Union and, of course, of the euro itself. That being said, we have a lot of hard work to do, a lot of homework to do. And it's a disgrace that we don't do these structural reforms that are absolutely necessary.